So I'd like to give you the copy of the presentation since it looks like Julie didn't have that.
I will grab it if you guys want to come down.
You guys, can you back to this first slide? Just the whole slide, I want to get a picture of you guys.
Uh-huh. Oh, okay. Do you want to stand over?
Really?
Do you want to stand us over here?
Where do you want us?
By the slide.
I want to get the extra sign.
We're on the way out
If
the
you want
door.
to have any questions for us, it's fine.
Yeah, questions. You're also looking at the system, and my question is, can you show end problems
Do what?
Hold on a second. Hold on.
Yeah, I was looking through that.
So you have a
We have, so we have G's and then the system G's and the technical. We have not shown system plan. We're thinking that in UAT, there was a system G's and they can see the system. But for all the end users, for all the technicians, do you think we should show them further and training?
That's why I asked if you assign somebody to support you. So obviously we wouldn't show it to all users we see, but those four individuals that are on your team, I would say you have to show them.
So the UAT is good time for
Yes.
this?
This is the final check. This is the final check.
If you show it to too many people too early, you get most of that.
Exactly.
It just goes off.
Yeah.
But you know, the community knows representative of the community, so if it's the technician's community, then the lead or chief would be representing. So in those conference pilots, right, conference room pilots, during prototyping, that's where you would show it.
Well,
It
the
doesn't
other-
have to be fully functioning system, so
Right.
it says, okay, this is how it's gonna look like, this is how the process flow, doesn't have to be, all at maximum. This process flow separated.
Any other stragglers out there? No, I think we're gonna get started. Make sure we leave lots of time for questions. If you're ready for them, I'm ready. Your notebook up there. So David is from Sharpsburg, Pennsylvania. He's a retired U.S. Air Force after 23 years of active duty. He also holds a master's degree in technology management, a master's in business administration, and a bachelor degree in information systems, all from the University of Maryland University College. Yeah, no, that's, I feel like even better. He's got my bachelor degree. He's been working with Maximo since 2002. He joined MRO through the main control acquisition. Now with IBM, he has numerous Maximo certifications. That's why he's here to talk to us today about it. Including, he worked on many of them, including the 7.6 examination. He was one of the leads in defining the Maximo 6 curriculum using simulations, badging those courses, and establishing the IBM IoT Academy platform for delivering the content. David, welcome. Hopefully you can tell us all the tricks of the trade here.
As mentioned, I've been involved in the certification program for years now. Back from doing Maximo 6 certifications up to the current previous. So I'm going to give you my experience with it. I'm not on the certification team. I just happen to be a member of part of the design and development of those exams. So I'll give you a good feel for how. Let's go to the next slide, maybe.
How about I click for it? It's not going. Might be hidden or something. It says it's switching. Try getting out and back in.
Go ahead and speak up. Nobody can hear you in the back.
There we go.
We had to move up. All right. So I'm going to talk about why do certifications. Look at how we develop those exams, so you get a good feel for how rigorous of a process you go through. Get them out to you before you're actually sitting in front of them going, what is that question asking me for? Right. Talk about badging and certification, so the difference between them. All right. How they're kind of complementing each
Does work.
Does work.
Perfect.
All right, so, why certifications? Basically, there are three benefits. One is to the individual, the other is to the organization itself, and when I say the organization, we're talking about our business partner program here. How many here are business partners? That's like a project there. So, only there. All right, so the last one you're really interested in is probably is the customers that are going to be serviced by the individuals who are certified with the product. So for individual wise, you may be required for your career progression, or your next band level, if you will, your next promotion, part of that process. Right? You've got to get certified in order to make that happen. Credibility is probably the biggest one. You pass the certification test, that's a great achievement. You've worked with the product, you've got some experience, you've studied, you've done the work. You've done the work. And part of that doing that work is, self-achievement. You feel good about it. You're proud. You earned that certification. You earned that certification badge. Now, from a business partner perspective, there's a certain amount of points that a business partner earns by having certified individuals as part of the program. They have to go through an accreditation process with ICANN. It sets them apart in the marketplace. I've got X number of certified individuals at this level. It makes them more reputable. And then finally, from a customer perspective, you know what you're going to get. You know that business partner or IBM coming in has achieved some level of competency with the product. Further, as you as the individual or customer in this case, you become self-sufficient. You know what the product does. How many here have been working with Maximo for 10 or more years? 20. Wow. So, that certification, and you have all of that experience there. All right. You're not calling yourself for it anymore. You're actually able to solve or resolve that problem yourself. You can help people get through the process. You can train people inside the organization. Okay, so that's why certification. Hey guys, if you've got questions, please ask. You let me ramble on up here. We're in for a long hour. All right. So the exam process, it goes through 7 steps. The first step is getting the subject matter experts together. The second step is getting the job task list. And this is the task that needs to be performed by that individual in the solution. What's those things that they need to know to do? Need to know how to do. From there we develop a blueprint, which is the things that we're going to test on. What's the critical areas in the product that we need to closely examine? How many questions do we need to actually create in order to examine that particular area? What level of difficulty do those questions need to be at? That's the blueprint. From there we went to item writing. I'll talk a little more about these as we progress through here. Once the item writing is the actual question itself. There's a question review process. From that question review is we determine the standard, the passing score, if you will, of the examination. And then finally, whenever we develop the blueprint, we have to have enough items or questions for 2 exams. So there's 2 forms, Form A, Form B. Talk a little more. So that's kind of the big process. Now, what goes on in each one of these steps? I have another one that has a little laser pointer on here. Oh, there it is. All right. So you have subject matter experts. Now, the last exam we had nothing but IBMers writing subject matter experts on the teams that wrote the 7.6 functional and the 7.6 implementer I should say, sorry, I'm a little trigger happy here. So if any, I should say, the business partners and IBMers are welcome to participate in the certification build process. Anytime there's a certification that's going to get built, our business partners receive notification from the certification team that there's an exam that's going to be written. Everybody can hear me, I hope. All right. So once the subject matter experts are identified, we go through a week of what's called the job task list, listing all of the key areas in Maximo: asset management, inventory, purchasing, contracting, list all the key steps that need to be measured in that job task list. That's called the JTA. Once that job task list is developed, we then look at the tasks that are on that and create what's called the exam blueprint. This is where we identify the number of questions that need to be written in order to test out those critical areas. So far, so good. This process takes anywhere between 4 to 8 weeks for this exam to get created. 4 to 8 weeks. It's about, last number I heard, it costs about $50,000 for each exam to be created.
So you take a new certification for each variation that comes out from Maximo?
So for each version, yes, there is a certification exam for each version.
So like the new one that's coming out, Maximo for aviation, I assume they would have a certification for that also?
Well,
in the day?
I don't know if they're going to have, you don't necessarily go down to the industry solutions, because they are really a specialized area in and of themselves. So we keep it at the base Maximo level. The base Maximo level. Now the good thing about these certification exams as well, folks, is that once we get into this, once we create this blueprint, we're focused on Maximo. You're not going to find questions on these exams that deal with Oracle, that deal with DB2, that deal with WebSphere or WebLogic. Right? You won't find questions that ask you specifics about those products. Those ask you how do you install DB2. It's not what it's trying to. We're not trying to measure somebody another vendor's product. All right. So this item writing, this item writing, if I get the right button here, phase. This takes about 2-3 weeks to get done. This is where the subject matter expert has been assigned the area from the job plan task list. So you go write questions on this. You write questions on asset management. So it takes about, it ranges between 13 to 23 questions that the subject matter expert gets tasked to do. We track this all through a software called AuthorWise. So far these steps do not sound hard, right? The first 4, writing questions. All right. You think you've got a great question. Okay. You think you've written a great question, but you notice this other one down here, this item review. This is where all the subject matter experts get in on the conference call. It takes us about 2 weeks to get through this fitting process of wordsmithing the question. Okay, guys, the last 7-6 exam, we had 13 subject matter experts on this team from around the world wordsmithing a question. 4 hours a day. So if we get a question out there in that exam that you don't quite understand, all right, it has gone through a rigorous process, believe me. People looking at it and going, well, I don't understand this, I don't like this word, put an A, not an A, an A, or an and, not an A. These questions right in front of you. So it's, if what you thought was a great question here, by the time the team's done with it, it probably looks nothing like what you started out with. Sometimes there are really great questions that do come out of it, but they do get heavily scrutinized, and that's the point I'm trying to make here. They do get heavily scrutinized before they even get released, or potentially they even get thrown out. Say, that's not a good question. We don't need to be answering. We don't need to be asking that. It's not what we're trying to measure. All right. Now, so the item rating and item review are probably the two toughest areas, okay, of the exam. They take the longest bit of time. The last one here, the second to last one here is setting the exam standard. Well, those same 13 individuals that wrote the test, guess what they have to do? They have to take the test. They have to go back in. Now, keep in mind, sometimes those subject matter experts in all the meetings, they don't know all the questions. They may not be the subject matter expert for that specific area. Somebody may not know inventory that well, but they know the heck out of how to create assets, or how to do work management. So the subject matter experts, have to take the test, and from us taking the test, we get a grade. You score TV3, or dude, you didn't score well. you need to go back and study yourself. All right, but you get my point. From that test taking, we gain what is called the cutoff score. And generally, the cutoff score for these anywhere range between 63% to 67%. This is where what we're trying to measure is the candidate that should be able to pass, or should be able to implement the product. It's not saying that they're, an expert in it, but we're looking at the average candidate, if you will. That's what we're really trying to measure here, is the average candidate. You okay with this, folks?
I've got a question.
Sure.
So you asked earlier, this is all base maximum, but what about cases where something's done one way in base maximum, but maybe one of the industry solutions changed it slightly? And so then that can cause the answer.
No.
If I'm a heavy user of the industry solution, that's what I go, and so I go to answer it on the test, and it looks like the right answer to me.
It's base maximum. It's base maximum, no industry solutions.
Right, but you don't validate the questions to make sure that you're not going to confuse somebody. You don't validate them against the industry solutions.
We do not validate it against industry solutions, but know that you're working in base maximum. Know that you're your blog. Those things can also count toward badging.
Do they offer that here somewhere?
I'm sorry?
Do they offer badging here somewhere?
Yes, we do.
Okay. I didn't know.
Yes, we do. Come down to the trading, to the
Learning lab.
the learning lab. We'll set you up so you learn your first badge.
Great.
But you can obtain these through publishing an article. The IBM badging program, you can read about it up on IBM. Just search for IBMBadging.com. It'll bring up, and you can read about what IBM's doing with it. Or as far as product certification is concerned, if you get certified, you'll also earn a badge. Alright, so it's a way to not only get the certificate, but you get the badge. And you put that badge with your email. Alright, say, yay! Got it. We have, right now, for 7-6, we have 2 exams. The functional analyst, which is going to measure the asset management, work management, those types of skill sets. Right? We have the infrastructure implementation, which is going to be more on the technical end of things, installations, workflows, TPay. Remember the term TPay? Building Process Automation Engine. It's been around for Maximum for a while. Don't know what that is. And if you get both of these, the infrastructure and the functional analyst, you will also earn the advanced deployment professional badge. It's no additional test. You pass those 2, you get the 3rd one. Pretty good to get past those first 2. But actually, the 7-6 exams for the people who've taken them, the pass rates are fairly robust, depending, from the 7-5 exams. Right? We're seeing a lot more pass rates here. It's not because it was easier. I think it's because we have better study guides.
That was one of my questions. 75 had a great study guide, and 76, I can't find a great study guide.
Okay, so maybe
Is it because of the,
have you gone up here?
I'm sure I have.
All right. So on the IT Academy, as I did mention, is where you can start earning your badges. And if you're a study, you wanted to have a study guide for 7-6. There is 2 study guides here at the Academy, functional and for the implementation. All right. It is basically taken from the IBM site for certifications. So we list the objectives, what percentage of those areas are tested on the exam, and we provide you study material that's clickable, saying, yes, I have gone through this guide and I completed it. So maybe a set of simulations that help that go back and review.
So it's doing the simulations rather than here's 12 pages of,
Actually, the simulations are only part of it. So there are links to other parts of IBM, such as, for example, on the implementation, there was a lot of tech notes that were utilized. So we've got links to the tech notes that have been searched for infrastructure or for a certain question. So you can change that criteria once you're in the tech notes. Don't forget about it. There's a lot of tech notes, folks, that go out with Maximum, especially on the implementation too. So anyway, we come up here to the Academy. You'll have 2 options. One is to sign up or log in. How many of you have an IBM ID? That's what you utilize to sign into the Academy. So you have that ID already? Click on the login button. Don't have it? Sign up. Get one. Make sure that you use the same email address that you register here with to claim your badge at the Acclaim website. That's how everything is linked together. Those email addresses have to match. As I mentioned before, at the IoT Academy, we have 12 badges right now that we issue out. And they're all at the Explorer level. workflows, new features, workforce management, inventory, you name it. Eventually we'll have about 24 courses up here. Okay, they're free. They range anywhere between maybe 2 hours to 7 hours to complete. Don't worry, you don't have to sit there for 7 hours. Alright, these things are chunked up. Alright, so maybe 20, 30 minutes. Some maybe a little bit longer than that, but generally we try to keep the trainings about 30 minutes each. Once you have your account, you can take these from anywhere, on any device. Although I wouldn't recommend,
I got small too.
yeah, I would recommend something this size. It's not gonna be a pleasant experience. Tablet and desktop, that's the type really the target if you want to use, device that you want to be using. But technically, you could take it on a mobile device, upcoming, we've got a lot of sims that are still in development. We do have data maintenance up there. There's still sims that are being created for that module. Scripting, automation scripting is on my agenda of things to do. Don't know when that's going to happen, but it's going to happen at some point in time. We do have stuff up there on multi-site organization and setup. Again, functional stuff. Most of that is done. And this is also where you can find some study guides for the 7-6. It's kind of, I know some of you've been in the lab yourself. You see how the layout is. When you complete a task, you'll check a box out the left hand, say, hey, you're done with that task. Well, in these study guides, it's up to you to check the box. You read the material, when you're done with it, you check the box. This is a good way of helping you manage the stuff that you need to complete. You with this, folks? Now, badging in the future, what will it look like? This is potential. I'm not saying it's solidified, all right? This is potential. We are definitely moving to a level badging type of program within Maximum. Well, actually, it's across IoT, IoT platform, where you would earn a level 1 badge for maybe completing a functional track of Maximum, for Maximum. Once you earn your level 1, you go into a level 2 badge. So there'll be different criteria. You may have to attend an online training course that's moderated by an instructor, submit assignments that have been done, and we grade those assignments to give you a go or no-go assignment, or go or no-go type of grade. And then moving up to level 3, well, it's maybe a course of study. It's maybe a month long or 2 months long, where you're examining case studies, you're writing articles, you're submitting as if you would in a college course. A lot more stringent and tougher than just sitting there taking a true-false type of test. So this is kind of where we're moving to. Not saying that's going to replace the certification program. It's not. To me, there's just too many things that the certification program brings to the table. Badging and certification go hand in hand as far as I'm concerned. started here. Went back and we brought in another team of subject matter experts and said, okay, where's the problem here? And sure enough, almost every question that was on that test was either reworded, redone, or thrown out.
I passed because I'm really heavy in supply chain and those people are not, so I was able to make it there. And then my next question is, when I did certify in 7-6, there was a question that I knew was worded wrong. Now, you can't write down on a piece of paper and hand it out. How can we provide feedback to say, this really isn't worded correctly, like check this question?
Sure.
How can we submit a please review?
Alright, so I've been told by the certification team that there's a point of contact in each business partner.
It's probably me.
That Kathy has marked.
Okay.
Alright, you know Kathy.
Okay.
I'll give you your email, but
Yeah.
that's how we get it fed back, you know, I knew it was something that sort of felt like, well, Cal, we'll get in contact with you.
Yeah, because it was, I mean, and I knew what was worded wrong,
Right.
just because you are a fossil. But I knew a lot of people would get it wrong because of the way it was worded.
So, I mean, so again, so you, and eventually, they'll take a look at the test to see which questions are, because each question's measured.
Right.
So we know how a question performs, or they know how a question performs.
Okay.
And when it comes, you know, if it's really one that, it may not cause a rewrite for one question, but there's a lot of them, and we'll have a better review.
Those are my stuff.
I know you have opportunities for testing here. If tomorrow nobody does the testing or want to reschedule for another time, are there other opportunities, or how do we feel about getting it properly tested? If it has to be proctored, or is it online?
So Pearson View is the company that we are currently working through. Basically, if you want, you can schedule to go in and take the exam at one of their exam centers. That's
Around the nation?
Around the
Okay.
nation.
I've done that, it's a really easy process. Show up, take a test.
Anything else?
Can you show us how to find that information on the website?
On Watson?
IoT Watson.
Okay. Like that? Okay, yeah, this is the academy. All right, this is what you're looking for? All right. So I am not logged in, all right, but you scroll down. This takes you to, let me actually just take you back to the home page here. So if you simply do iot-academy.info, this will bring you up to the academy. All right. Again, so, log in or sign up. I'll go ahead and log in. And once you're logged in, you can come down here to asset management. Actually, I'm going to scroll down a little bit. This will give you, on asset management, it'll give you some featured courses. Okay. And for the certifications, I believe we got them listed as featured courses here. I'll do the functional cert. So it's really just a matter of scrolling to the page. Click on the functional cert. I'm an administrator of the system, so you're seeing what the administrator sees. So let me switch my role a little bit so it's cleaned up. Wow, I didn't mean to do that. Try this again. You can tell I'm not I like a mouse. Do not like, oh. Come on. All right. So this is a study guide for the functional analyst, and you're seeing it as a student. So basically, it's going to list the it gives you a link to the certification. It gives you a link to the I think it's the practice exam as well. It's part of it. Now, the practice exam is taken from the questions that, were on borderline questions. So we need to. That's where the practice questions come from. But it gives you a good idea of what the questions look like on the test. Right? It doesn't necessarily tell you what's on the test, but it's an indication of what you're going to face. All right. I'm sorry?
Scroll down to the better maintenance section of the study guide.
Sure.
That they're developing that one.
What is that?
It doesn't go through.
That's the one that's being developed.
That's the one, yeah, it's in development right now. So actually, we do have it out. I just haven't done the link yet, so I'll take care of that. I will take care of that here. All right, but don't get your hopes up because there's only maybe one or two simulations for it. Right? It's not complete, but it's. What we try to do on these simulations is, if we have one or two, three to get out that we want to get out, we'll go ahead and publish it, even though we know it's not a complete course yet. So at least they're out there and they're being consumed.
And the tests are just multiple choice, no simulation based. Here's what you have to do, go ahead and implement.
The test is multiple. It is multiple choice. It's all multiple choice. Sometimes with multiple answers. It really, again, as I said, the questions are written to a level of difficulty. Some of them are really just measuring knowledge. Other are just trying to measure, can you apply this? So it's generally, those types of questions are generally a scenario-based type of question. That's generally how the questions are written. There's nothing else but multiple choice on them. Anyway, so you get down in here to one of the sections. You click on the section. Hopefully, I'm still on topic with you. Okay. It'll take you to that particular section, and it's going to say, okay, here's the objectives that we're trying to measure. Right. So these are the things that you should be able to do. And in this case, we do have simulations that cover that topic area. So it's, we're not telling you exactly what's on the test, but we're giving you some guidance here, saying, hey, if you go take these sims, you should feel reasonably comfortable that you can pass the test, or at least pass that area, that subject matter area. You good, folks?
So is there any way of using this site or anywhere else? I know it's not necessarily a standard or natural progression through any of this, but say like it's recommended that you should get several of these badges before you plan on going and taking the certification exam. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think we haven't gone to that level, saying that if you have these 8 badges, you should be able to pass a functional analyst. We haven't gone to that level. We've pointed you to the simulations that hopefully will help you through that process.
You have plenty there to get through all that. I was just curious if you guys had thought that far out to say, here's what a natural progression through certification looks like.
Mm-hmm. Well, theoretically speaking, you take the functional simulations, and again, how much experience you have, because training is not everything that's trying to be measured here. Right? For a consultant, we normally say, okay, look, you can attend the boot camp, you can take these simulations, but quite honestly, should you be certified without a project?
If you're not actually using it.
Exactly. You know, what have we created? A paper tagger. All right. So, you know, we want people to be able to, you know, can some people just go to the boot camp, and it's pretty rigorous, by the way, but, you know, and walk out and take a certification test and pass it? Yeah, probably. But the question is, you know, is that the type of person you want on your project to begin with? You want that practical experience as well. We good, folks? Any other questions?
You're opening the door for certification at 8?
8?
Remember to register, Julie.
You can
Well,
sign
yeah,
up
you can
online and
register.
stuff,
Okay, you can register for Pearson View to get your account, but is there any way to reserve a time slot tomorrow or no?
I thought that's what Steve was saying this morning in the keynote. I'm not
I
sure.
don't think
mentioned
you can
that, but
register to get a slot, because some people will go in and need the full amount of time, some people will go in and need, you know, 45 minutes and don't want to get
Yeah, it only takes, what, about 2.5 hours for the test?
I thought there were 90 minutes.
I thought
Functional's 90 minutes.
Yeah, functional's 90? Okay.
100 minutes.
100 minutes.
Okay.
All
But
right.
if you don't have a Pearson View account, get that done in advance, and that'll help. You may need a Pearson View account, right?
Yes.
So if we can't attend this tomorrow because a lot of people are there, how can we take advantage of free test?
How can you take a free test?
Yeah, because
Free
I know everyone wants to do it, and you know,
I,
Oh, there's hours and hours of
It's
stuff
like
you have to
8
learn.
to 5 in the morning.
Unless,
Yeah, I can't remember.
Been with it for a long time, so.
Yeah.
is it already full for tomorrow, do you know?
I'm sorry, I'm not running the certs tomorrow,
I can
but
imagine it's full. I mean, 'cause it's like 8 to 5 tomorrow. There's a lot of time. I'm sure you can find time to get in there. I don't know how many computers they have set up, but I would imagine there's like 8 or 10 in there. Julie, have you been in there yet?
I have not gone in there yet, I'm just on my way there free.
I wouldn't worry about it being full
Think
like
it would
hours
be-
tomorrow.
Yeah.
well, thank you.